Hello and welcome back to what will probably be the penultimate episode of the entire series. Today we've got Arsenal, Maitland-Niles. I was going to play Cons, but I have actually changed my mind again. I'm going to play Maitland-Niles because it's against his own old club, and sometimes I kind of feel that sometimes the performances do up a little bit against previous clubs, so we'll just gamble with that. He's not had many minutes this season. I probably will be selling him in the summer, so he played far more last season, but I've just not really had much of a use for him this year. But a couple of things to note: signings we've made off screen just for next season. Again, it really doesn't matter at this point, but I like to keep you up to date. We have signed Not seemingly has gone through, which is interesting. There we go. Patrick Montoro, about 20 mil. I've had my eye on him for a while. I thought I may as well nibble. He'll be going out on loan. And Federico Perella, who I went for earlier in the season, rejected my contract, but I knew I was going back in for him, so them two will get out on loan, I hope, when they join. And that's all to say, really. Nothing else has really happened between episodes. Cash is suspended, which is why he doesn't play today, in case you were wondering. But yeah, just hopefully we can get a win here and try and, because Arsenal have played a game more, but they've caught up a little bit now on this top 7. But obviously the aim for us is top 4, always has been. I would like to have put more of a challenge in on Liverpool and City, but I knew we weren't realistically going to challenge anyone here for the title. Sesko's put us in the lead early though, which is always a positive. Yeah, realistically, we're playing before everyone here, so we're always going to have the upper hand on result-wise, but if we can just keep winning our games and hope that others slip up, then we could still easily get top 4. Oh, it's the offside anyway. Tomori, Sesko, Malacia, Vitinha, Vega, Vitinha, Malacia, Sesko. That might be offside. If it's not, we've got a 2-0 lead, which is wonderful. I'm giving it wonderful. Poor Vitinha, man on the shirt's barely had a sniff this season because of Sesko. I should really sell him for good of his career, but Tomori, Maitland-Niles, Rooney, Vega, Rooney. It's a great ball, injured Raspadori. Mount, Tinya, Mount, Nacho. I'm going to make that change at half time. No point leaving an injured player on the pitch. Sometimes they kind of bounce back from recover from it, but he's evidently not recovering, so we'll get that change done. Another man that's struggled for minutes this season. Emi Buendia. He could be out the door in the summer, really, if I was continuing this save. Because I'd probably get rid of him and play one of my academy players. When I say academy, it's people I've signed but are currently in the on 23s. I'm not trying to claim that they've all come through the academy. But you get to a point in this game where there's very little. You spend far more on your under 23s than you do on your first team, and it kind of is a constant cycle that your under 23s replace any first team players that leave, etc., etc. Oh, got a bit lucky with that one. Got a bit lucky with that one, that's for sure. Arsenal taking the game to me. Any more subs to make? Give Jacob Ramsey some game time. He's another one that's just struggled for minutes because, if we're being honest of ourselves, he's here mostly as a homegrown English player. He's not very good compared to what we do have. Odegaard does finally find the net, which means we've got a nervous last 5. Edwards. Vega's a great ball. Just what we wanted. Hat-trick for Sesko, Maitland-Niles with a pass and an assist for Ramsey. Perfect. Round the game off nicely. Arsenal deserve to win it. This is an undeserved win if we're looking at XG and chances and things like that. But, you know, I'm not going to complain. I'm taking all the points I can get at this stage of the season. Because we had such a shocking winter period. We're down in like 11th. Didn't look like doing anything for large points of the season. Arsenal got 5 games left, which is 15 points. And they're now 6 adrift in the top 6. So, still doable, but unlikely at this stage. He's after Sesko, is it? Well, if they break the bank, they can have him. With pleasure. How did the other teams get on? Liverpool won. I don't think anyone else played. Chelsea down in 12th, so they're irrelevant. I don't think anyone else played of any importance to us, to be honest. So we'll join back for the United game, which is looking like that, you know, win that, you've got a chance, lose that, you've probably no chance of top 4. So we'll join you back for that. Back against United. And I'm only going to bring Konza in for Maitland-Niles, because Maitland-Niles is injured. And Morato is back on the bench after a long injury. But yeah, that's the only change I'm going to make. Again, big game this, because I think if we win this, we've got a real chance of top 4ing, and we lose this, we're back on the outside looking in. We beat Arsenal last time, so it's possible to beat United, but it's going to be a challenge. Because obviously, if we beat them, we'd go to 62, and they'd be on 63, and they're 3rd currently, so it would give us a real chance. Tamori, Konza, no. Konza dispossessed. Win it back. That's a save by Onana. So we look up for it in the early stages at least. Konza's not having the finest game known to man, but good tackle. All the free space he wanted in the world, though. That's it well in, Konza. That's a good ball, a good save. Come on, Villa. United are throwing everything they got at us, but are we weathering the storm? That's a poor ball. Got lucky there, I think. Nearly gave the game away. Now, what can we counter-attack with? Tottenham winning, but again, I think they're not going to make anywhere near it. United attack again. Oh, that'll be giving us a penalty. Looks a little harsh. No, not given. Very rare that. It would have looked harsh, but usually they didn't give it anyway. Justin Kluivert's on for Marcus Rashford. And he's involved already straight away. Right, here's your chance. Sesko. Couldn't make anything of it. Can we get a winner? That'd be lovely. United have battered us, but they've just not got a goal. We've created next to nothing. Ah, there it goes. There goes the United goal. Probably ends top 4. Pretty much made all the changes I can make. If we can nick an equaliser. Continue, Praxedes, Vega. Praxedes, yes! Off the bench. The man delivers. Right, well, we're back in the game. Which is far better than expected, but it looks like we're going to hopefully hold United off. Yeah, well, we've avoided defeat, and that's pretty much a good result in itself because it doesn't allow United to extend the gap. We may get overtaken again, but by avoiding defeat, we've given ourselves a chance. Again, like I said, 3rd looks beyond now, but that's fine. 4th will be more than adequate for me. He's flying over in Belgium. He's going to come back a very good player, isn't he? He's probably my starting winger next season, if we're honest. These all need getting out of the thing, I think. The shortlist. Clogging up the inbox. 5 days till the next game, which is Leeds, but as I expect, Brighton haven't played yet, but Leicester beat Chelsea, which has put them back above us. It's a fascinating battle, this. Are they going to play Brighton anytime soon, or should we just come back for the Leeds game? We'll come back for the Leeds game, so we'll see you then. Back for the Leeds game, in which Cash is fit, so comes back in. And beyond that, I think that's the only change. Konza drops out completely because I put Diaz back on the bench. But yeah. It must win now, really, with Leicester putting pressure on all the way. And it's not an easy game, but it's a must win. Have Leicester won already? Is that why? I think Leicester must have won their game already if they're 3 points ahead of me. And Brighton must have. I must be playing quite late this time because they seem to be already have got 3 point plus. So it's even more of a must win. Malacia, Raspadori, Vitinha. Yes! 14th goal from him. That's a nice contribution. And he's not been amazing. He's dried up to some extent and he's still got 14 league goals. Tomori nearly adds another. Don't know how he doesn't, but that's football. Yeah, so if I've been given a penalty. Not even quite sure why, but bad news is Mount's still on, so that's missed. Mount scored a penalty. There is a God. So yeah. So if I win here, keeps me in touch. United haven't played yet, which is why they're still on 64, but it keeps me in touch. Probably, I think it guarantees 12. Yeah, basically all but mathematically guarantees me European football, this one, if I can hold on. but it's whether I'm getting Conference League, Euro Cup or Champions League at this stage. Raspadori, Patinia, Inacho, Malacia, Inachio, Zesco, Raspadori, Mount, Zesco. Can't find the net on this occasion. It's been all Villa though. We've come on and put the kind of performance in that we needed to. Leeds haven't mustered a single effort on goal and have had 40% of the ball. Can we get another? Cash, Rooney, Raspadori, Malacia. Wow, if that's given. I think he's volleyed that in. Awarded. Absolutely sensational stuff from Aston Villa. They want Champions League football here. Tomori again, very unlucky to not add another. Yeah, I agree. That's just been a great first half of football for us. This is one bit I need to get minutes. That's my only real decision with that one. Malacia. I don't know what it's gone for, but it's not come off. Abu Diallo pulls one back for Leeds. Needs to keep up with goal difference with Leicester ideally, because it would be a very bad beat to lose Champions League football on goal difference. Leeds in again. This is getting alarming. Not after that first half. Don't get me Jekyll and Hyde. Don't give me Jekyll and Hyde. John McGinn's, come on. It's just ticking down the clock now at this point. I'll see. Cash. I'll see if fires one. Doesn't go anywhere, but you know, he's give it a go. Senior, Edwards, Malacia, Edwards, Cash, Vega, Cash, Rooney. Rooney scores. Is that his hat trick? Yep. Well played. Game, set, match. He was nervous for a time in the second half, but Vitinha scores, but that's surely going to be offside. I hope it's not, but I'm almost certain that will be. Wow. My guesses on this game are shocking. At times I thought it was offside and it's not. Yeah, we got the job done. We got some goal difference back. So we're within one on the goal difference. City beat Arsenal. Brighton beat Fulham and Leicester beat Wolves. So yeah, pretty much as to be expected. Although it's Newcastle next, which is never a fun. I hate playing Newcastle on this FM. Hate playing them. But I obviously have no choice. That's the game. Gonna do it. So let me just check the schedule. So we've got 4 games left. So we'll play Newcastle, and then the last 3 games will have as the final instalment of this season, shall we say. But we'll join you back for that game. I'm back. So for some reason I've decided to start Diaz ahead of Vega just purely because of that green line. I'm hoping that actually means something in game, but this is pretty much the strongest side I can name Obviously, Rooney got a hat-trick last game. Mount has recovered from a knock. Raspadori's been in alright form. Sesko. It's at double figures for goals both seasons, so it's not that bad. Let's have a look at Rooney quickly. Yeah, he's on course for 10, 16 in all comps, but obviously last season he was curtailed, so we can't really judge him on that. But yeah, let's dive in. Diaz for Vega, like I said, the only change. Big match again against Newcastle. Pretty much every game I'm playing at the minute is a must win, or I must not lose. As it stands, we'd have played a game more than Leicester, and a game more than United. Brighton have drawn, so they've played their hand. That might be offside. He says famously. This time it indeed isn't, so that's a great start because that puts us back in control ahead of United and Leicester playing. I think that'd put us to 66, which is put us third, but they'd have a game in hand, and that's again in live results only. It's not, we've not won yet. Yeah. So obviously they've still yet to play. So a point off United would see them go back fourth. Leicester, a win would see them go third, as it stands. But again, we need to really win this game, I think, because they're putting the pressure on massively. They're not wilting. The only advantage I think maybe I slightly could have is the fact that Leicester play City and Liverpool still. But it's probably arguably the best time to play them because the season's almost over. So whether or not, they'll get wins based on that, I'm not sure. Newcastle's season's almost over. They could still realistically fight for a Conference League place. But obviously I've got a lot more at stake than they currently do. Cash finds the corner. 2-0. Good stuff. That put us on to 30 goal difference as well. It really feels like the second half of the season we've recovered the very poor first half of the season. If we hadn't have been so poor the first half, I think we generally would have been up there for third and knocking on second. But for some reason, September, October, even November, we were just diabolical. Like, to the point I had a board meeting about potentially getting sacked, which is unreal. And we've turned it around, but it's just, I think it was just that there was a bit of a big turnover in the summer, and it's just that gelling period, which unfortunately you have to live with. But I was beginning to wonder, would it end in tears? Because that would have been a horrible ending, way to the save to end, to get sacked after all we've done. But, wow, that was nearly a goal from nothing from Newcastle. Right, come on, keep up this performance. Keep up this performance. Cash. St. Maxim, no. No. Didn't want that. Didn't want that at all. Can we get another goal, please? Because I'm very, very nervous at this point. It's very tense. It's very close. We're back down on level goal difference. And Leicester have got a game to play yet. Come on, get third. Diaz. That's a good ball. Rooney. Dispossessed. No, he's in again. St. Maxim breaking hearts. No, I absolutely hate playing Newcastle. Raspadori, nobody though. Oh, he's in again. My God. He's absolutely hammered us. Rooney's got injured now. roll the dice. Are we going to get another attack? We are not going to get another attack. Yeah, threw a game away though. Threw the game away, and that could end up being massive for them, unfortunately. But anyway, thanks for joining me this episode. It's been a bit roller coastery, this end of the season is. When we come back, the next episode, we will conclude the season. And hopefully conclude the series. Well, I say hopefully conclude the series on a positive note. But thanks for joining me as always. Really appreciate anyone that views it, stops by a comment, anything like that. And hopefully I'll see you next time.